Hey guys, sorry there was a pop-up at I don't know what is new with YouTube. But hey guys, I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a kind of crazy busy day. I'm a hot mess. Dyed at least 20 eggs with my two boys. And given they're 17, well, Stevie's about to be 17 in a week or so, but with him almost being 17 and Thomas almost 13, they still like to color eggs. So I always try to make it fun whether they're older or not, but I'm in the bathroom because I'm hidden. They're in the living room playing games, and I'm going to play with them in a little bit. But I want to continue to do my live, and if enough people show up, do a giveaway. So I'm going to wait. But if you guys get here, please make sure you comment so I know that you're here. And happy Easter to everybody. Hey, girl. Happy Easter. I was just saying that I was coloring a bunch of eggs with the kids, like all different. It's not like the same as when we were younger. So there's so much more options. Huge mess. Hey, happy Easter. Hey, Sheila. Bob, how's it going? So I wanted to pop on. Like, me and my kids have been active today. I've been a lot of... My autoimmune disease has been really bad. I see my doctor tomorrow. I damaged my right hand, so I can't really use it much. It's been... Hopefully somebody can help. But yeah, I've been trying to stay busy with the kids and make memories. I've always been that type of mom. Like, I always known to get respect, you need to give it. And I always taught my boys that, you respect me without needing to hit or do anything like that. I've always got down to the level, met my business, even when kids frustrate you. And it's hard to keep your patience, but when you stated the tone, here's a timeout, whatever, you walk away, it does work eventually. So I got very blessed with my boys in that we are so close and they're respectful. It's been hard. When you're younger, you think, oh, when parents say, oh, I can't believe how much you grow and blah, blah, blah. As a teenager, you're like, yeah, whatever, and do whatever. But when you have your own kids, it's so different and it's surreal to see how quick they grow up. Like, this coming September, Steve will be a senior in high school and he goes to college. And I'm like, man, that went so quick. But yeah, we've been doing a whole bunch of stuff today. I also taught them how to make egg salad from their eggs. So it was pretty fun. Right now they're playing video games after they did their chores. And we're going to play a board game. So I figured I'd pop on, say happy Easter. If there's enough people, I could do a giveaway. Hey, Jen. Hey, Sue. Oh, I do want to tell you guys, since I got some of you guys on right now, that if you ever want to see certain videos, listen, I've done a lot. I've done a lot of videos. More than most people probably should. But if you guys ever want to see different videos, more techniques, more way, because I do a lot of how-tos normally. Because you can't really tell people how to do stuff. You got to show them. It makes it easier. It's hard to do visuals, so that's what helps with video. But if you guys ever want to see certain things or more things talked about, or I'm going to do a video confidence with dentures because it's hard to get it. Especially when you feel like crap getting all your teeth taken out. But if you guys ever want to see certain things, just reach out to me. Oh, I absolutely love family time. Because now that they're getting older, they do their own things, It's not the same as when they were little. But I always try to make time for family, have them take time out. And know that family comes first and spend time with each other and bond, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, healthy people can get, hit by a car. It doesn't matter whether you're sick or not. Bad stuff happens to everybody. So I always tell people, appreciate the moment, because nothing's promised. Nothing ever is. You're welcome, girl. I'm glad my videos can help. Especially in the beginning, I wanted to make videos because there wasn't really many how-to videos in the world for dentures. So when I started, I was like, I gotta show people how I did stuff, things I've learned. Like, I've made mistakes. I've dropped my denture on a video. You guys see my face, like I'm mortified. But that's why I put a washcloth out on the counter, so it just goes to that, not the floor, or smash into the sink. Or things are slippery, bro. So I'm just like, you gotta hold on to them. But that's why I teach and I show that even in the beginning when I made mistakes, did I know what I was doing in the beginning? then you learn stuff. And when you learn stuff, you know, you can share it with other people so they don't get so frustrated. Because it can be frustrating. Yeah, I got so many videos, girl. At this point, it's like 840 something. I was like, why? Especially, I wasn't even when starting out, you don't really know YouTube, how it works, what to do. So I was doing like multiple videos a day instead of like scheduling them. I was a nut. I'm like, oh, you can't do that, girl. Thanks, Bobby. Well, I try to make it to help people. That's why I did it to begin with. I couldn't have been the only one that was just confused as hell. You get handed a denture, and they're like, have a good day. And you're like, so you're not going to tell me what to clean with it, how to do it, how to go about it? Like, nothing. Nothing. So I was like, all right, I guess we're winging it. And there was a lot of winging it. Hey, Albert. I'm glad I can help. And happy Easter, Barbara. Anybody realize that this year's flinging by? I mixed up. I used to be on the ball with this stuff. I mixed up Easter with St. Patrick's Day. I think it was that holiday, yeah. But I mixed them up. I thought it was next week, Easter. My youngest was like, no, Mom. It's tomorrow. And I was like, oh, glad I got the stuff in advance. Yeah, no, they're really, Jennifer, there's no... Dr. B is the only dentist I know that gives that information. And unlike maybe 2 people a year tell me their dentist gave them some information, but no dentist says anything. I'm like, we're not mind readers. We never had a device in our mouth before. Or you learn mouth control, you know, that takes time. But even people ask me now, how do I never use adhesive? Between denture fit and mouth control, I got this down. And the comfort. Oh, the comfort. Honestly, if the denture fit never existed, I don't know how well I would have been with my dentures. Because I have a couple of really bad neuropathy diseases, and it's so painful to have hard acrylic. And it wasn't from the extraction sites. It was just overall the hardness on my overly sensitive neuropathy issues was intense. So that's why I love denture fit. The comfort is amazing. Well, that sounds fun. How did your grandson do at the wrestling meet? I had a lot of friends that did wrestling. When I was a kid, I did tennis. I was captain of the dance team and tennis team. I was undefeated for tennis. I'm very strong-willed. When I do something, I have to have it down. Oh, you just had your ED, girl? Jeez. That takes me back, bro. No, they don't give you much information at all. If they give you any information when you get extractions, it's like a 72-hour care for extractions. They don't prepare you the pain that you will have. Some people don't get immediate dentures, which is, you know, cool. It's going to happen. I was lucky to be able to pay off my dentures. Most dentists are like, no, we need all the money right now, which I wouldn't have been able to do it. But they don't tell you how extremely painful it is when you have your dentures, but they're on swollen extractions. If somebody's denture's too loose, then it'll just fall and you won't have that kind of pain. But when they're actually well fitted to your mouth and tight like mine were, that pain was like no other pain. Oh, man. Like, I still bring back to the day. If you haven't seen that video, Barbara, look at the one, it was about a year or so ago, the first 24 hours of bottom dentures. Mine was embedded into my jaw. And you guys see all the tears, all of everything, because that was a struggle. But I wanted people to know the truth. Know what they're getting into so they can prepare themselves. That's what it's about. When you just get thrown into something and you're like, I don't know, is this normal? Is this not normal? Is this okay? Like, that's why I tell people and teach them about biofilm. Biofilm happens to most people with dentures, especially if you have infections in your mouth, stuff like that. But biofilm is like this slimy, gross, disgusting ickiness that you get for the first week or even less. But as long as you stay on top of the salt warm water rinses 4 times a day, and I mean gentle, I always just shook my head. Don't do the swishing because you can actually dislodge a clot. But it disinfects it and it kills it all off, but it's part of the healing process. So yeah, that stuff's gross, man. But even dentists messaged me when I first told people about it, and they're like, we never knew about it. I'm like, you're dentist. You didn't know about biofilm? They're like, well, no, we never had dentures. I'm like, see, that's the thing. I believe that when a dentist goes to school and you're going to learn about dentures, do a little more than, hey, this is a piece of plastic and acrylic. That's it. That's all they learn. I was talking to a couple of companies a few months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. And they were talking about trying to get more knowledge into the dentistry world for denture wearers. Because it's like even when they do soft reliners dentists, they put the same amount for everybody in, which everybody's going to be different, and they send people home with still a loose denture when they need more. They don't go back and be like, add this and add this. They don't do that. And that's what makes people more frustrated. I just want to make the frustration for denture wearers less. If we can control it, if we can make it better, we should do it. It's our quality of life, you know? Oh, that's a bummer. I'm sorry, girl. Maybe next time they'll do better. No. Okay, so I say this to everybody all the time. If you have a warranty on your denture through the dentist, they're the only ones that can do your work. You cannot do your own work. You can ask them if you can do denture fit. 85% of the time, they'll say no. You have to do our stuff. We have to do it. Blah, blah, blah. Some, like what I've noticed is more private dentists. Some of them are like, if it makes your life better, do it. Like, just do it. We're cool with it. But 85% of the time, they're going to say no. So you can't do your own work. Always ask permission. Because you will void your warranty if you do anything to your denture. Then that's going to suck because you pay for that, you know? Hey, Laura. Yeah, 100% they need to be more educated. 100%. Thank you, Laura. Right, Jen? It goes by quick, though, doesn't it? Because, I mean, I felt like it was going to drag my denture journey. But it really does go fast. And I've noticed with 95% of people that when you first get dentures, that's all you're thinking about. Is feeling the denture, knowing it's in your mouth, like you're too aware. A lot of people just quit and give up because they're too aware of it. But if you go about your day, you do whatever stuff you need to have a good denture quality of life, eventually it becomes a habit. You don't really feel it anymore. Oh, dry socket's the friggin' worst. Any person in this free world, and every dentist will tell you, the worst dental pain to ever exist is dry socket. Because the blood clot is dislodged or totally dissolved. And now dry socket is you can see directly down to the bone. The blood clot is there to protect the nerve, to protect the bone, and to keep it covered. You need that blood clot. So and some people are just prone to them, or some things they do can make it happen. But I've seen somebody do the best way to do it, better than anybody I've seen, and still get dry socket. Especially in the back teeth, what I've noticed are the worst. Wisdom teeth, actually, it's insane the statistics. It's like almost 50% of people get dry socket with wisdom teeth. So that was freaking crazy when I read that. But it's true, though. It's way back there. Your jaw is moving right there, you know? And that's why they say don't do the sucking motion, don't do any of that. But dry socket is the worst pain. That blood clot is needed. So you basically have to baby the crap out of your gums for like 2-3 weeks. And that's when people say, when can I brush my gums? I'm like, you're going to have to wait. That's like, I would say 3 weeks to a month, you could gently start doing it. But that first 2-3 weeks, man, that skin's got to heal over, protect the blood clot. And a toothbrush can easily mess it up. It can easily lift it, dissolve it. Swishing can do it. That's why they say no straw, no nothing. So when people say, Heather, when can I start using a straw? I'm like, I wouldn't for the next 3 weeks. Because you can get dry socket up to a month after extractions. It's just more common in the first few days of it. But I've seen people get it with literally 3.5 weeks later. It's because they drink from a straw every day from the tumbler cups. They, brush too hard and whatever, and they just lifted it up. Oh, yes. Okay, so Kevin, I actually just answered this. Somebody asked me the same thing today. So if you want to get adhesive out. Now, first of all, I've done a video to show you guys how epic it is. Dr. B's Clean It Up wipes to go Literally, like, you just one swoop and the adhesive is gone. You can use it in your mouth and denture. So, I mean, it's just like one swoop. If you have adhesive on your denture, at the end of the day, just put it in water because water dissolves adhesive. But when it comes to, like, your gums, or you can use it on your denture, I don't care. Do what you want, whatever makes you happy. But his wipes just, like, easily melt it off. So before I even knew that, what I was using is dry paper towel. So what I learned is that if you do water and try to swish it out, you're going to be there for a century because it's going to take so long. So I always tell people, here's the main thing. When you take out your denture at the end of the day, your adhesive should be dry. In a perfect world, it would be dry if you had no holes, no space and gap where water can come in. If it's mushy, really should get a snug up application of whatever, soft reliner you got just to fill in the holes for the shrinkage. But you could just literally take a paper towel, pinch the adhesive wherever it is and pull it down, it comes right out. Like, it's beautiful. If you use, like, people use a wet rag, the only reason why rag works is because of the dry thing, but you don't want lint in your mouth, especially in the beginning of extractions. That's not going to be good. I really don't recommend it. Many people end up gagging from that. So the wipes and just a simple small piece of paper towel that you can just pull and pulls off. But that's if you can't get the wipes. Get the wipes. The wipes are freaking amazing. In a couple minutes, I'm going to do a giveaway for anybody in the U.S. to get in on it. And I'll let you pick from a couple of products of his. So if you're in and you want the wipes, I'll send them to you because the wipes are beautiful. They freaking work. Like I always knew that worked on adhesive. I just didn't know how well. So when I did it, I was like, wow, this works so well. It just, boom, slides it right off. Like, there's no effort given. It's just amazing. So if you want to check out that video, I have it. I don't edit my videos, by the way. I just feel like, I know people like in a perfect world to have a perfect video, but I want all my stuff to feel combed through. I want you guys to have the truth with no edit. They're called Dr. B's Cleanadent. The link to his stuff is on all my videos in the description, but it's Dr. B's Cleanadent wipes, and they're amazing. They're like on the go. It comes with 30 in each one, and it's amazing. Hey, Virginia. In a lot of pain today. Today's been a rough day. But I've been still in that flare-up they can't get me out of, and I don't know what they're going to do. But it's part of my health, I have crappy, rare diseases. It's bound to happen. And actually, in my life expectancy, I actually outproved them wrong. Because they thought I wouldn't have even made it to 36. So, haha. But I'm too strong-willed to give up. But my spine is breaking down from neuromyelitis optica. It's been really rough. So I just try to find the good in every day. If I just stay negative, that's not good for my pain or anybody around me. So that's why I have pictures that I'll put in, I'll post them onto my channel. You guys can see them. So we dyed the eggs so many different ways. It was so crazy. One looked like a sunset. It was gorgeous. So I did like 18 eggs with my kids, and I taught them all how to do it again. We do it every year. Actually, I don't think we did it last year, but every other year after that. And before that, it's just fun to do with them. It brings them, when somebody's 17 or 13, they're like, oh, I'm too big for everything. But it teaches them to be creative, enjoy family moments, enjoy making cool designs out of things, and it's just cool. So in a little while, I'm going to play, we have so many Monopolies, but we even have a Christmas Monopoly. I'm obsessed with Christmas, if anybody doesn't know that. But, yeah, I asked them if they could play a board game with me, because I love board games. And, yeah, I'll play with them in a little bit. I'm just taking things out today. But, yeah, that's why I'm in my bathroom. I'm literally in my bathroom. Oh, yeah, Jen, the wipes are amazing. You're welcome. Oh my gosh, Laura, I get MRIs all the time. I have a form of MS. Well, that's how people understand what the disease is, but it's actually neuromyelitis optica. So it's my spine, my brain, and all that is deteriorating. My body's literally eating it, which is insane. But that's why I'm legally blind. That's why I get electric shocks. That's why I go through all of that mess, which is rare, way rarer than scleroderma, except scleroderma. And scleroderma is rare, but no, this is like rare. I think it's like 100,000 people in the world have it, and like 40,000 people in America. And I think it's like close to 200,000 for scleroderma. So yeah, my diseases are pretty freaking rare, but I have to get MRIs all the time. Like I have 5 lesions in my brain, all the way down from my head, and then there's way more next to my spine. So they immediately knew what I had. But MRIs, at this point I fall asleep. They actually found my sleep apnea from an MRI because I would choke and I couldn't breathe. So they knew that automatically. That was years ago. But yeah, at this point I just fall asleep with them in now. Because you're there forever. And if anybody's got a full back MRI, you know you're there for 4 hours. And there's no stopping. Laura, that's actually a perfect way to describe it. But it bummed me out because I'm tired of getting rare shit, bro. But they were like, no, you have neuromyelitis optica. And I was like, well, that explains my legally blindness. Like, why couldn't you guys figure that out? But what happened, I'm going to tell you guys what happened the other day. It was like 2 days ago. I literally almost died. So my right leg gave out. So you know when you get off a curb, like I don't know if anybody has seen my house. Some of you have. But I'm right across the street from Walgreens. So I was coming back from Walgreens. I was stepping off the sidewalk, go step on the road, and just cross the street to go to my house. My right leg stopped working. It literally said no. I tried to land on my left knee because my right knee is really bad. So I tried to land on my left knee. Now that road is really busy. Really busy. I am grateful for this man's quick reaction because I wouldn't be here right now. And it made my kids super upset. They won't let me by myself anywhere now. But I literally ended up diving right into the street. And I completely almost went into this guy's car. So I got very blessed, his quick reaction. The dude helped me up. I was like bleeding all over my knees, my hands, everything. And the guy's like, are you okay? And I explained to my disease. And he goes, my mom has MS. He goes, so I know what disease you're talking about because you also get tested if you have MS for neuromyelitis optica because it's the worst. And he was like, where do you live? I'm like, right there. He goes, you were so close. I'm like, so close. And I was like in tears because I'm like, you have no idea how grateful I am for your quick reaction. Like that would have ended really bad. God's looking over me because that scared me in a really bad way. And my kids were very upset. Very upset. So now I'm not allowed to go anywhere by myself. I see my doctor tomorrow. So I'm going to explain to her what happened. And yeah. But that was super scary. That's what my disease is like. Your body gives out. There's no warning. It's like, you know how normally like if somebody trips or you could feel like your knee's going to give or something, like you have a smidge reaction? No. Like it just stopped. The whole right leg was numb completely. Scariest thing that ever happened to me in like a long time. So I got very lucky. Oh, so lucky. So lucky. Right, Jen? I was like, dude, you have no idea how I'm grateful I am for you. I'm like, the fact that you stopped that quick. He's like, I saw you about to like drop. And he was like, and you had one leg that was working, but the other one you just couldn't, you just dove. And like I couldn't get up that quick because my right leg wasn't working. So yeah, it's scary when you're put in a situation that you literally just cheated death. It really makes you, wow. I got very blessed and lucky that it wasn't worse than it was. It is hard to lay there for so long for the MRIs because my body twitches with the disease. So I could be all chill and all of a sudden my body just spasms. They're like, can you stop moving? I'm like, great. I have no control over it. So I wish I could. Oh, Lori, you have no idea how grateful I am for that dude that just immediately saw what was going to happen and stopped. Because that road is super busy. People speed. It's insane. I hate that major road that's in front of my house. So God was looking over me 100%. 100%. I truly believe that. Alright guys, so on a positive note, I'm going to do a giveaway. I might do one later this evening on my Facebook one. I really should do one on my Instagram. Instagram, the way things work, is very weird over there. It's not the same as Facebook and YouTube, so it's like the opposite. It just makes no sense. Yeah, I do. And you know what's crazy? I use Dr. B liquid crystals to clean my CPAP machine. But I have to get a new CPAP machine because it's old. Like, old. Like, it's time, bro. So I'm waiting for the approval to just get the one that goes over my nose. Thanks, girl. Yeah, I'm grateful for that dude. Forever grateful for that dude. Forever. But I'm going to do this giveaway for you guys to bring some little Easter fun to your life. And make sure you guys follow me in other places. So if I do more today, which most likely I will, that you can get in on those too. So I'm going to do it for USA only. What I'm trying to do is boost up my second channel. So if I could boost up my second channel, do good over there, and if I get sponsors, because it's hard to get dental sponsors, but to do normal sponsorship over there, then I could do out-of-country stuff. So that's my plan. This is my plan. A little harder than because my body doesn't like me, but we'll see how that goes. But it's for USA only. So remember, 1 entry per person makes it easier instead of me having to get people in the count the way I have it. So if you're interested, if you live in the USA and you want to get in on Dr. B products, because I have them, I believe all of them, and then I'll just send it to you. And I always like to send little notes and love with it too. So just have to type in USA, 1 entry per person, and I'll pick somebody out. So you guys do that now if you'd like to get in on it. Just remember, 1 per person makes it easier for me to... I'm very precise in being fair. I really am. I try to be as fair as freaking possible. Oh, and don't forget, guys, I'm still doing, because Ina is the one that won, I'm doing the monthly subscriber of the month type deal. So I'll be picking that out soon as well. And I really comb through it. Who actually watches the videos, who likes the videos, and who comments the most will be the one who wins. And I mean, actually watch some of the whatever videos they commented on. Doesn't have to be all of them. Lord knows I have too many. Lord knows I have too many. I mean, especially the recent ones. Not like 3 years ago, Heather. But you know what's a bummer? Like, I can't wait until my kids... Like, I don't want them to leave so quick. I feel like when you have kids, it just flies. It really flies. And I can't believe Stevie's going to be 17 already. Already looking at colleges and deciding what he wants to do. And I mean, I'm so proud of my kids. So proud. I wanted them to be independent, respectful, well-mannered, educated men. It's just sad. I'm going to miss them when they get older. Time goes fast. I tell people, enjoy the moment. Because time flies. Especially when you get older. I feel like time goes too quick when you're older. Alright, I'm going to give you guys 1 more minute to get on to the giveaway for USA. And then when you can private message me, I wish I could type in my email here. My email's everywhere. But no, I think Stevie's blocking it. I can't even get through it. But if you go to all of my stuff, literally all of my stuff, all my videos, description of every video, the first thing down is my email. So whoever wins, just make sure you email me there so I can get the information. Oh, there's some people that don't even... I only go on Facebook for my support group and my channel. Other than that, I don't do Facebook. I don't have Twitter. I do not have Snapchat. I do not have anything else. I barely go on my Instagram. That's why I always tell people, don't message me on Instagram because I get weird, creepy people a lot of the time. But I mainly just stick to YouTube. Some Facebook. I mix it. Wow. That's having... Albert, that's like hands are full. That's a lot of kids at once, man. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm trying to get. I know, Sue. Well, see, Dr. B and DentureFit, they're all small companies. They're not like Fixodent or whatever. So when they ship to people, they have like warehouses in whatever country it is. So they have one in Canada and they have one in the US. And UK has different restrictions. And getting that approval, the money, yeah. Maybe one day they will. But they are very new companies. Very new. Wow, Laura. That's like freaking cool though. Alright guys, I'm gonna pick somebody. Hold on, I gotta think of a number first before I go scrolling. Okay. I gotta go find it. Okay, there it is. Make sure that's the beginning. Sorry guys, people write between the thingies, so I'm trying to read it and count at the same time. Multitasking. Laura Johnson, congratulations, girl. You are the winner. I'm 100% sure. I think you know where to contact me in the social media world. But congratulations, girl. I'll let you know all the stuff that I have. You can pick anything you want from it, and I will send it to you. Thanks, girl. Well, I appreciate all of you. You know, the one thing I gotta say, like, YouTube is hard to be a YouTuber. It really is. And I knew that's from the beginning. Especially with the amount I do in Connection. I don't just pop videos, ignore. I always answer people, talk to people all day long. But my favorite part is the connection to the amazing people on here. That's my favorite part. Because you can build friendships, and I just love helping people. I think that I know I don't want people to go through what I went through. Especially when you're first starting out with dentures and you feel clueless. So that's why I love helping people. I love making a difference, making their life easier. And, you know, as they get on, they can do the same thing and just keep going from there. But the friendships is definitely the best. Girl, I would have cried too. I probably am going to cry, I'm not going to lie. But, Laura, are you still in here? I mean, you're right there. But Laura, you are the winner. I don't know if you're still in here or what. Congratulations. I always tell everybody, if you do the online giveaway, make sure you get a hold of me pretty quickly, because normally what I do is when I do giveaways on here, or even up through my videos, I normally give people 24 hours to respond back to me, and then I'll just pick somebody else to keep it fair. Because when I first started doing giveaways, guys, like, I'd be waiting months for people to answer me back. They're like, well, I won. I'm like, that was 4 months ago. I'm like, so that's why I made the rule to do it in a different time frame. So, because if people want to win, they'll be there. But like I always said to everybody that's popped on now, in case you weren't here, any videos you want to see, any videos you want to see me do, whatever, just throw them in the comments of any of my videos. You can email me, you can put it in here, whatever you want to do. Because then I know what videos everybody wants to see. Yes, absolutely. This is what happened to me, and I've done this in videos. So 90% of the time, bone chips are just bone chips. They're little slivers that come out, blah, blah, blah. And then there's bone spurs. Bone spurs are what stays underneath your gum. So it's actually not a bone chip. What it is a piece of the bone spur that was right up against the gum line, just slivered on out. So what my dentist did was he did an x-ray first, because first of all, he tugged first. Don't be tugging first. That's annoying and painful. But they'll x-ray and they'll see it's part of your jawbone. You don't even need pain meds, no Novocaine, no nothing. It's just, you literally feel nothing. And he just shaved it a little bit, and it was only like a little bit sticking out. And he pushed it in, and the gum was back over it again. Sometimes the jawbone kind of like splits with trauma, which is how you get bone chips. But what I call the ones that are still attached to the jaw, because they're normally always attached to the jaw, it's just bone chips break off. The ones that, the bone spurs that come out of the gum while they're moving over, filling in the holes, they're YOLOing. So they can't decide what they want to do. But they could just easily be shaved back in. But that's in not many common cases at all. Mine did that because, I mean, they literally broke my jaw when they pulled out my tooth. So, it's bound to happen. It can happen. It's nothing severe, nothing serious, nothing at all. Just go to the dentist, They'll just use a little Dremel, shave it down, and boom, you're done. But it's just the jawbone that's fractured, like chipped. And because it does that with teeth and stuff. But it'll just peek out, and it's part of your jaw. So they just have to shave it down, and it smoothens out. No pain, no nothing, and your gum just goes over it. You're welcome, Laura. Well, if it's still sticking out, absolutely go to your dentist, because your dentist, if the part of your jaw that's fractured and stuff, that's coming out of your gum like a little bit. It's literally just coming out a smidge as it's moving over and filling the holes. Like I said, the dentist just does a Dremel, shaves off the part that's sticking out a little bit, and it's always going to heal on its own. That problem is fixed and solved. There's absolutely nothing to worry about or stress out about at all. So if you have like a bone chip that, sterilized tweezer, you're trying to get out, it's not coming out, go to your dentist. He'll do an x-ray, see if it's a bone chip that's just a stubborn pain in the butt, or if it's still part of the jaw that's trying to move over, but like it was damaged through extractions, which is common. So then they'll just shave a little off. It's literally no Novocaine, no nothing. It's completely painless. They shave it down up to the gum part, and the gum goes over it, and it just heals on its own. It's like, think of this way. Your teeth are inside your jawbone, your real teeth. So when they come out, things are going to crack, scrape, like everything's going to happen. It's trauma. But that's why at like a year and up, your jaw is like this thin ridge and all that, because it takes time for your body to take over and heal it and fill in all the holes. And they do smoothen out. They absolutely do. But if anything's sticking out of your gum, like actually you see a sharp piece of white, and it's not coming out on your own with a sterilized tweezer, then just go to your dentist. He'll just do a quick Dremel, put it underneath your gum, and you'll be good. It just happens with extractions. Well, if the jaw part is underneath the gum, then you're good. If the bone part is sticking out of your gum, then you could just go to the dentist, quick Dremel, boom, you're on like a second. Super simple and easy. And completely painless. But if it's underneath your gum, that's a bone spur. And that's going to happen. I had a bone spur on the top right that was super painful for months. Like my denture would hit it in a certain spot, it would just hurt. It sucked. It really did. But it smoothens out. Your jawbones smoothen out. They heal on their own. That's why they say it takes a year for the thin ridge, for the gum shrinkage, for all that to happen. Well, a little over a year for that to happen, because your body heals itself. It's filling in all the holes, it fills in all the things, and it just smoothens out on its own. It's actually pretty freaking cool. So if you have something that's sticking out of your gum and it's not coming out, sometimes bone chips are stubborn. Like my bottom front ones, that was a stubborn one. That was stubborn and super painful because it was actually coming out of the socket. And creeped me out. I remember I went to my dentist. I'm like, why is there a bone chip coming out of my thing? He goes, leave it. He's like, don't even touch it. He's like, I'll Dremel a little smidgen, but don't mess with the blood clot. Because it was literally coming through the blood clot. It was crazy. He's like, don't disturb it. It'll heal, break apart. It'll do everything on its own. He's like, just let it chill. So in that case, yes. But if you're unsure of anything, always go to your dentist. Let them do an x-ray. They'll check it out. All right, guys, I'm going to go and hang out with my kids. Happy Easter again, guys. I hope you have a good time and enjoy whatever it is you enjoy. If anybody likes Hallmark, there's actually a really good Hallmark Easter movie. Man, if I could just think of the name. They don't have many. But it's with what's that blonde girl's name? Anyway, she's the blonde girl that's in a lot of the holiday Christmas ones. But it's like her parents or family own this factory for Easter stuff. And, the chocolatier is getting frustrated because they can't be creative and the machines are taking over. Anyway, go on the Hallmark Channel and go see that because that's a really good movie. Oh, yeah. Well, anything was most likely, especially in the beginning, it's going to be painful with dentures. Because dentures are pressing on it. It's obnoxious. Sometimes, even if you use adhesive, they'll actually come out with the adhesive. That's a major plus with adhesive. But definitely see your dentist if you're uneasy, because they could do the x-ray and they can tell you it's just a bone chip that's stubborn. Bone spurs do hurt. they're going to hurt because they're moving over underneath your gum and filling all the holes in the extraction. So there's spots that are going to be tender. I always tell people try Curoxin though, because it'll help. And salt warm water rinse. That also takes away pain. Right, Ruby? Great movie though. It was definitely one of my favorites. But happy Easter, everybody. And Lord, don't forget to get a hold of me on my email, and we'll go from there. But I love you guys. Stay healthy and safe. Don't dive into traffic like I did. So glad I'm still alive and here to talk to you guys. But be safe. Enjoy your family, guys. And if you ever need me, you know how to find me. You can always comment. I'll talk to you guys. Any videos, just shoot it down into the comment section. And I'll make them for you guys. But I love you guys. Be safe. Happy Easter. Later.